Imagine being in a lengthy management meeting. A woman suggests an idea and it's ignored. A man then says the same thing and everyone nods in approval and loves it. Being repeated in this way is a wearyingly familiar experience for women in the workplace, and local government workplaces are no exception. But with more than a decade of experience as a chief executive behind her, Deborah Cadman makes no bones about calling repeaters out, as well as men who interrupt their female colleagues during meetings. It's hilarious, they kind of look bewildered and apologize profusely, says Cadman, who 2 months ago became chief executive of the newly formed West Midlands Combined Authority, WMCA, which encompassing 18 local authorities and 4 local enterprise partnerships, LEPs. 15 or 20 years ago I'd have been completely racked with self-doubt about stopping a meeting to call that sort of behavior out, she says. I wouldn't have had the confidence. Today, though, she most definitely does. After 22 years away, Cadman is back in her native city of Birmingham, working alongside the Conservative elected West Midlands Mayor Andy Street to move powers from Whitehall to the West Midlands. The WMCA has an ambitious £8 billion investment programme to bolster the region's economy, including, according to Street, the biggest investment in public transport infrastructure since the Victorians. Cadman has taken the reins at the combined authorities from interim Chief Martin Reeves, Coventry City Council Chief Executive. It follows her 6 years as Chief Executive of Suffolk County Council, and, before that, Chief Executive of the East of England's Regional Development Agency. It isn't enough just to be a good bloke, men can do more to be better allies to their female colleagues. Her new role is an exciting opportunity to shape something completely new and recruit her own leadership team, says Cadman. She is proud that half of WMCA directors are women, including Laura Schoaf, Managing Director for Transport for West Midlands, and devolution expert Julia Goldsworthy, Director of Strategy. In a wider context, however, so far 9 combined authorities, super councils, have been set up under devolution, just 2 have women at the helm, with Patricia Greer Chief Executive of the West of England Authority. 7 have elected Metro mayors, all men. The story is similar in local councils too, with the vast majority of chief executives being male, and overwhelmingly white. Cadman's own authority has set up a leadership commission to scrutinize the lack of representation in leadership roles. It will start by looking at itself. The aim is to improve opportunities for women and people from BME and LGBT backgrounds, as well as disabled people and those from lower income backgrounds, such as white working class boys. In theory, local government should be the perfect environment for leadership which isn't just white and male, says Cadman, because the mark of a good leader is changing. Good leaders are now being defined by their empathy, sense of community and ability to collaborate, says the chief executive, who was praised by Street when she was appointed for her energy, natural enthusiasm and strong track record in building and maintaining good relationships with partners and stakeholders. Those traits, together with appreciative inquiry, thinking carefully about what works well and doing more of it, tend, according to Cadman, to be typically defined as feminine and form a departure from the so-called masculine traits of heroic leadership, individualism, control, assertiveness, domination.